Some final thoughts on My Hollywood Pride. This past weekend, Hollywood, Florida celebrated its new 100 HRC score with the first ever My Hollywood Pride. Several of us from Happening Out television programs were lucky enough to be there for the celebration, and I wrote about it in this week's SFGN on stands and online tomorrow. Check it out. But if for some reason you feel you need to see more of Al, as well as my colleagues FayWhat and Tony Lima, well, they're going to offer us some final thoughts after the event. Watch this.
Well, it's Al Ferguson with the Happening Out Television Network, and we are at the first ever Hollywood Pride.
My Hollywood Pride.
My Hollywood.
Wait,
Okay,
it's
it's
my Hollywood Pride.
Okay,
I'm the only
wait,
one that
I thought it
actually
was
lives
mine.
in Hollywood.
Yeah, it's not yours. It's not yours. It's my
That is-
Hollywood Pride. And of course, I'm with my buddy FayWhat.
Hey.
She has the first LGBTQ morning show in the world, and I'm with my buddy Tony Lima, does translation. It is a talk show made by the trans community to educate our broad community. So are we having fun here at My Hollywood Pride?
It's just so perfect. The weather is perfect. The people are perfect. It's just so wonderful to see like our community come out to Hollywood this time, you know?
I have been to the brunch. I went to the brunch with y'all this morning. We're standing here next to the main stage. You're hearing many performers on the main stage. This doesn't feel like a big previous Pride, does
Because
it?
it's not, Al. It's more intimate. Like I feel more family festival
And community focused,
Like
yeah.
more unity focused.
I feel like
yeah.
everyone that's out here is originally part of this community in one way, shape, or form. I love to see the parents with kids. I love
Yes.
that there's this beautiful family section.
I'm looking
with
at a dog backpack.
Yes,
There's a lot of
dog
dogs.
backpack,
I love it. And
drag
there's people,
queen story time.
And there's people here from Miami. There's people here from
Yes.
Monroe County. There's people here
Everywhere.
from West Palm Beach.
They're
and,
coming
you know,
from everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. You know, one of the things that's really exciting about My Hollywood Pride is we learned in the brunch today that this community really, it took a long time to get to the inclusiveness of what we're watching today.
It didn't happen overnight.
It didn't happen
No.
overnight. We heard a story today at the brunch that in 2003, there was a lot of homophobia in Hollywood. And Todd Del May, the president of the Hollywood LGBTQ Council, talks about the pioneers that really stood up and said, enough is enough.
And they were given awards this
And
morning.
given congressional
Yes.
awards by Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Then we learned that 10 years ago, Hollywood received, are you ready for this? A 37 rating in the HRC.
37.
community
Wow.
rating.
You know
And what
what's-
do they have now?
And well, before I say that, I don't know when y'all went to school, you two probably would have been happy with 37s.
That's
Maybe.
usually what I got.
Maybe, yes, true.
And so remember, failing is under 60.
Right.
The new award from the HRC for 2021 has moved over 10 years from 37 to 100%
Wow.
rating for Hollywood.
That is incredible. You know, a lot of cities around here don't have that rating, all right, and are still down trying to work themselves
It's true.
up.
Wait,
You know what I find really interesting about this city specifically? You mentioned Todd Del May, who almost single-handedly, with a very small crew of people, have made all of this happen with the Hollywood LGBTQ Council, bringing in policies, helping educate the elected leaders, and helping to bring a level of inclusivity that didn't exist here prior to Todd and Jeff Oliverio as well. So although this is a community effort, I have to give kudos to them for all of their hard work in helping bring us to this next level. As a Hollywoodian, that's what we're called.
You live
I don't
on
know
this drive,
I do.
right?
I live on this drive. I'm very proud that
What's
I
your
live in a place.
exact address here?
No, I'm not giving that out on public television. But listen, join us. Join us. This is not the first year for this festival. This festival will be going
Just
on.
starting.
It will only get bigger and better with years to come, and it's because of the love of community. You look out and you see the diversity. Again, you see the children, the parents, all types of people from Miami, and
Yes.
the three of us, of course. We have to be everywhere. That's LGBTQ.
We don't sleep.
Yeah, we don't sleep. Well,
No.
I literally do not
No,
sleep.
we literally don't sleep.
Literally have not slept. I'm curious, for the two of you, we've seen a lot of different events here today. What's been your favorite moment? Let me start with you.
I know that Misty Eyes is part of our group here, but I know she's literally our family. But watching her read a storybook to the children just made the whole
Drag
entire
Queen
day
Story
for me.
Hour.
Just
Yeah.
made the whole day for me. I love that. I like Tony said, I love seeing the families. We're not all rah rah sis boom ba. We are family oriented as well.
Wait.
You could.
Is that what we do? Rah, rah, sis, boom, ba? Really?
There's
Maybe I forgot how it
something
goes.
like that.
Something like that.
Something like that. But there's something very wholesome here.
Yeah.
Right? Very wholesome, very family focused that I really appreciate, especially people within our age range, right? Like we
Your
know a lot
age
of folks that have children. Your age range, she says. We're the exact same age. Not Al. He's way older. But the reality is that this is a place for families and to really show the love and inclusivity of families.
So in that spirit, your favorite moment today for you is what?
My favorite moment is just seeing all the different people here, to be honest. To see this level of diversity at a festival like this. This is not about the gay boys. This is about everyone.
It's about everybody as a whole. And the entertainers have been incredible as well. Karina Iglesias was incredible. I love watching Daisy Dead Petals, which is one of our local queens who is so talented. But see her have to do her family-friendly version of her usual. I love it. I love it because she's so talented and it doesn't matter. It still comes through. But I love to see her a little more tame, you know?
We're not at our house or Hamburger Mary's anymore.
By far.
And one of the other things that I think is interesting at this festival is we're watching something new. We weren't there. Well, Tony might have been at the original Miami Pride in the 40s, but we for the most part, are not at the origination event. We're at the origination event. 25 years from now, film of what we have done here today will be seen and go, oh, there's the first time. What does it feel like to be a part of that first time?
I think it's exciting because we know that there will be a long history with this event. This event will just grow larger and larger, bigger talent, more people, more vendors, more of the community representation in the form of stores and businesses being involved. That's what I look forward to. So being here for the first one, and maybe 5 to 7 years from now, be able to say, wow, this has grown so much, is especially exciting.
Yeah, what do you think about first time?
Well, for me, I haven't been a virgin in a very long time, all right? So let's just start there. But just being at the first one...
Wait, you didn't hear either one of us argue with you.
No, nobody argued. But there will never be another first time. We were here for the first triumphant time. And there's always things that go wrong. We've been a part of so many different festivals in the past. And this has been seamless. Nobody's noticed anything to go wrong. Thank God. Not even the weather. The weather, they've been saying, it's going to rain, it's going to rain. We haven't gotten a drop.
Yeah. And thank you, Madonna. Right. One last question. Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz is here. She kicked off the brunch this morning. She's been on the main stage today. One of the leading equality advocates from Washington and our U.S. government, the Congress. She makes the point today, which I hadn't really thought of in relation to Hollywood, that when your community is not seen, you lag behind in representation in your community. And she was drawing the comparison. Hollywood doesn't have any gay bars.
No.
Hollywood didn't really, before the council, have any LGBT organizations. There's not a dramatic and strong LGBTQ business community. That makes this Hollywood Pride, my Hollywood Pride, even more significant because she makes the point that the community has finally arrived to say, we're here. What do y'all think about what she was saying?
Well, and the community embracing us. Like, I love that these local institutions here are doing their own pride things. They're doing their own pride specials. The waitresses are dressed in pride colors. You see so the straight people are being our allies today. Welcoming us, basically supporting us and hugging us.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, what's really, really exciting about that is that the level of inclusivity that we're seeing here, like we said, is a little bit different. And dare I say my catchphrase of representation matters. Right. They all say it, make a little bit of fun of it. But it's the truth. It's the truth. Like, for the folks that are not LGBTQ or who are cisgender and don't understand the trans community, to see such a level of unity here is really inspiring. It makes you want to be a part of community, be a part of something greater. And I love that about this Pride specifically.
Yeah. Well, it's been a great day. My Hollywood Pride.
And we ain't done.
And we ain't
Oh,
done.
and we're not done by far.
It's in the record books, and it's in the record books. The first one is done and out of the way as being launched, and we're going to look forward to January of 2023.
Can we say congratulations to the council? My God.
Yeah.
I mean,
Congratulations.
Yeah,
What a beautiful
congratulations.
festival.
Yeah. Well, we're all here at My Hollywood Pride. Congratulations, Hollywood. You've done yourself very proud.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Lara are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out television network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire